Hey everybody, and welcome to A Few Minutes for Millennials. I'm TT, and this is my co-host, the one and only Dub.
Here, we dish on the tea about the 2020 U.S. elections, the impeachment, and other hot topics of the day. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel at afewminutesformillennials.com. Follow us on the book, the gram, Twitter, and Snapchat. And if you are interested in helping us to continue to produce these segments, please go to GoFundMe and make a donation. We also take PayPal, Cash App. And for you old schoolers like TT, who does a little something called writing a check, or whatever that is, I still ain't figured out what it is, but you can do that also.
Our goal is to increase voter registration, voter turnout, and ballot power among his fellow millennials so that they will have a say in who governs us.
And we need financial help to spread our message and stay afloat. So any coins you can slide our way will be greatly appreciated.
Yeah, and we need them blue coins in them bitch strips, my peeps. Did I say that right, Dub?
Nah, not this time, CT.
Well, quit laughing at me before I call your grandma to take you out back like them old days, boy.
Alright. That's what's up, TT, is blue strips and Bitcoins. But that was a good try. I think they know what you were trying to say.
On our last episode, we discussed why the president was being impeached, and we talked about bribery and extortion.
And people playing with people's bags and those coins?
Are you referring to money?
Yeah, TT. I know enough to know that's usually what everything is all about. Hey, TT, when we wrapped up last time, I asked you how did they find out about Trump playing games with Ukraine's bag? And you said somebody got a whistle and started blowing it.
Not blowing a whistle, a whistleblower.
What's the difference?
So you want the skinny?
I want the what? Nah, that's a good try, TT. I think I want the T.
All right. Back in July 25th, there was a phone call between Trump and the president of Ukraine.
You mean the shot callers?
If that's what you want to call them. When Trump decided that he was going to play games with Ukraine's bag and coins, as you could say, he tried to get Ukraine to help him get elected by throwing shade to the guy who was going to be running against president with him. And Trump was going to keep the money until Ukraine agreed to throw shade. That's where the term quid pro quo came from. You do this and I'll do that. But really, it was bribery and extortion.
I mean, okay, I kind of get that, but what else happened?
There was some other government workers on the phone call who felt like what Trump was doing was foul, illegal, and was going to mess up what the country was trying to accomplish for the safety and security of the country. So either one of the people on the phone call or somebody else who heard about the phone call decided to report what was going on to the authorities, or as old folks would say, blew the whistle, and started to alert those about what was going on, hence the term whistleblower.
You talking about like when Craig and Daddy blew their whistle on Friday after next when they were trying to be top flight security of the world?
I guess that's what it's like, Dub. I guess.
So somebody called Crime Stoppers on Trump's shady self.
Yeah, I reckon so, Dub.
Well, wait a minute, TT. Ain't this snitching?
If someone in your crew was doing something that could or would mess up or destroy your whole crew, what would you do? Especially if they were doing it with, as you say, the ops.
I mean, that would be something I would have to speak on ASAP, TT.
And that's what the whistleblower did. They spoke on it. Congress in Washington, D.C. were told about it. And their job is to check on the president to see if he is breaking laws or committing what they call high crimes or misdemeanors. They investigated the whistleblower's complaint and voted to impeach, which means to put the president on trial. Based on the vote, the House of Representatives decided to have impeachment hearings. That's where we are now.
So who gets to kick him out of office?
Well, The House of Representatives will basically have the trial, and they will show America all the evidence that shows Trump broke the law, and the Senate will vote on whether or not to kick him out of office. Having that said, the senators are the jury, and they will decide if he gets kicked out.
I know they can't wait to kick dude to the curb. Bye, Felicia.
Well, I hate to burst your bubble, but not exactly.
What? So he gets to break the law like that, and the Senate has a chance to get rid of him, but they won't do it. That's messed up. Why wouldn't they get rid of him?
Dub, Trump is a Republican. Half of the Congress are Democrats, but the other half are Republicans. Can you guess which half voted for having an impeachment to see which laws Trump broke and how many laws he didn't?
The Democrats?
Yep, and they run the House of Representatives. Now, can you guess which half of them will probably not vote to kick him out of office, even if it's 100% clear that he broke hella laws?
The ops?
Dub!
All right, TT, my bad. The Republicans in the Senate. But you mean to tell me they will ride for this cat who is bad for the country just because he is on their set?
They what?
You know, they set, they crew, they club, they frat. I'm trying to keep from saying the gang, but that's exactly what they're acting like.
Here's another way to look at it. Most of the representatives in Congress are scared of Trump because they think that people vote against them. Even when they know Trump is breaking the law, acting immoral or unethical, they won't say anything against him because they're scared that they will get voted out if Trump says something bad about them to their followers.
So let me get this straight. Trump bullies them, and they're a bunch of coward bully helpers who are afraid to get unfriended and unfollowed.
Dub, watch your mouth.
I'm just blowing the whistle, TT, and speaking the truth. Last question though. Why did Congress give Ukraine almost $400 million in the first place?
Like I said, Ukraine is a country that's trying to give their people a voice and voting rights in their country. But they're a struggling country right now.
Oh, so it's like a baby country?
Exactly. But 25 years ago, in 1994, they agreed to give up on having nuclear weapons if Russia agreed to respect Ukraine's borders and to let Ukraine control their own destiny and affairs. However, in 2014, Russia invaded Ukraine, took over a section of Ukraine's land, and started a war with them.
You mean somebody coming over to your hood, stopping at your house, and telling you, get out, we live here now?
Exactly. Russia is breaking the rules in Europe that have allowed countries over there to live in peace and prosperity for the last 70 years. Those rules are about respecting everyone's land and everyone's government. So we decided to help them defend themselves against the bullying from Russia.
Wait a minute. Didn't you say Russia helped Trump get elected in 2016? And I saw something about Trump brown-nosing the Russian president a little while ago.
Yes, you're right. So dig this, Doug. It also came out during the impeachment hearings that Trump's people also wouldn't give the money to Ukraine because they didn't want to make Russia mad. Plus, another report said Russia told Trump to do that to Ukraine, keeping the money. Definitely helped Russia to keep bullying Ukraine because they were forced to make a bad deal with Russia because they didn't have the money for military aid.
You know what, TT? It sounds like Trump was trying to play everybody. He was going to pay Russia back for helping them get elected. He told them, I ain't going to give them the money. Then he told Ukraine, if you want the money, then you got to throw shade at the guy I'm going to run against so that I'll get elected again. That's until they call Crime Stoppers on him.
Now you understand.
That's Buster. So what is Trump saying about all of this? I know.
Exactly. The next episode.
Right,
Thank you so much for joining us at A Few Minutes for Millennials. I am TT, and this is the one and only Dub.
And if you want to help us stay afloat, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on social media. Visit us at afewminutesformillennials.com. And please, please, please throw a few blue strips and coins on our GoFundMe, PayPal, or Cash App. Until we meet again, may God bless you and see you later.
See ya.